You've been accused of being pro-divorce. Are you pro-divorce?
No, but sometimes that's the appropriate ending to a relationship. What I am is pro-man. Okay, I'm a men's coach. So let's let the one dirty little secret out of the bag. I don't give a shit about your marriage. I'm not here to help you save your marriage. I'm here to help you save yourself. Yeah. Because almost every man that comes to us has lost his way and lost himself. And what we do is we help him find himself again. And about 50% of the time, because even with all the problems, he's married to a good woman. When he starts leading himself and leading again, they get to a version 2.0, loving, connected, deeply intimate relationship, and avoids divorce.
He gets back to the person that he was when she fell in love with him.
Yeah, it's funny. You weren't go to work, come home, drink 5 beers, and go to bed when she met you. She would have never gone out with you and play with the kids for a little bit. But that's what a lot of guys fall into, that trap. And it's about finding yourself again, loving yourself. Because if you don't love yourself and you don't love your life, how are you going to love her? Think about that. And so, are there times where absolutely he needs to divorce her because she is having multiple affairs or she's just truly checked out? Absolutely. Now, divorce is the final option after you work on yourself and you get on a path of healing yourself, leveling up, finding yourself again, getting back into a good brotherhood. And guess what, guys? I tell every man, this is an 18 to 24 month process. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that she won't turn towards you before then. But what it means is there is no 3-month fix everything, because it took you years to get to this disconnected, unhealthy place in the relationship. And it isn't about perfection. It's about getting there. And it isn't an angry, screw this, I want a divorce. It gets to the point where it's like, I'm done.
Yeah. Some of the women that I've worked with, they go through a lot of the same process. It's, learning to interact maybe differently than they've gotten into the patterns and things like that. But, divorce it kind of has to be on the table so that they can see things more realistically.
Yeah, the man who won't divorce says divorce is not an option. He doesn't understand 2 things. If you're not willing to end the relationship, you can't get to that version 2.0 because the original relationship is dead and non-functional. And they also sometimes don't understand that it doesn't really matter what they believe and want. If she wants to get divorced, you're going to end up divorced.
If you're holding on too tightly to the idea that you have to stay married, that divorce is not an option, then it becomes kind of controlling and outcome dependent.
Well, totally outcome dependent. And that's why we have men work on themselves for themselves. It's not to save the marriage. It's to save themselves, because there are 2 people in that relationship and you can only control one of them. And it's, the more, if you put pressure on her, the only thing that's acceptable is to save the marriage, you're really doing everyone a disservice. Mm-hmm. And, we see it time and time again. And I've talked to some women who said, I didn't need him to go from 0 to 100. I needed just to see he was working on himself and see some improvement. Yeah. And I'm thinking of a case where there was a lot of issues, but it was like, well, if he did the first 2 steps, that would have shown me he's actually committed to improving himself. Yeah. And then you can continue to grow. So, all right, guys. If you have any questions, shoot us an email. Our contact information is below. If your woman's looking for a coach, Melanie's available. If you have a disconnected relationship, you need to take the lead and start fixing it before you get to the point of somebody saying, I want a divorce.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a great week. Catch you later.